Gamer 5924. Come and join us. Now. Right now. Do it. Do it, you pussy. Join us at Internet Gamer 5924 at twitch.tv. Oh, your phone from my chat. Now, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I will remain in this voice chat and continue to talk to my unimaginative audience as I play Shadowrun and continue to gamble on anime girls until I reach such gambling potential that I am able to manifest the anime girl I want. Now, boys, in 10 minutes time, I will stop whatever I'm doing, and then I will go and gamble like a responsible adult. The sun's rays paint Horncorn's mountain in a palette of orange and gold as they speed by outside the train. With a final flash, the sun dips below the horizon, foretelling the inevitable descent into the night. There to his sound as you walk back to the MTR station. His body remains as tense as the cables on a suspension bridge, but his expression is triumphant. His shit has been punished, or that awaits is a slow descent into hunger and possibly madness.
It's just totally arbitrary. So I can find someone who's direct descendant from one of those families. They are the royal family. I just need to marry one of their descendants.
I'm trying to read what you're attempting to listen to, but I can't, and it's annoying. So I will now mute myself on Discord as we continue to listen to my friend. Alright, boys, let's do this. Let's go and talk to China Chan, who has found the location of the plastic-faced man, otherwise known as Glue Man. Truly, the most hideous of all criminals. Look at the group. China Chan is in the midst of emptying 2 plastic shopping bags. When you enter, she places the contents in a pile over Mayheart type. 2 liquor bottles without labels, a box of her tin black cigars, an assortment of individual wrapped German chocolates, and a large caliber pistol with electronic tape wrapped around its grip. Ah, dude, you're here. She finishes with a plastic bags and floats them to the floor. It seems like forever since we last saw each other. Welcome back. Was your trip worthwhile? Her voice is filled with a rusty energy. Yes, my darling, yes. I met with several contacts within my network who referred to me to others in neighboring cities, regardless of how far technology moves. Forward tradition demands that some things be handled face to face. I have returned with information that will lead you to the plastic-faced man. The man who killed Raymond Black. Excellent. While we're gone, we recovered the relationship with Josephine Sand and Raymond Black. The trans woman's eyes narrow, did you? And what did you uncover? The man who raises is not Joseph. He's not Raymond Black. He's Edward Sand, the son of Josephine Sand. Who raised Josephine's son. That explains when he disappeared years ago. Seattle. Any idea why he disappeared? No, just that he went missing after Josephine completed rebuilding the Vault City. That was in the early 30s. You realize what this means, don't you, my sweet? That inbred little goat whore was told enough to have her own son executed. In more recent final plastic, what have we found now? Everything you need to move forward. She grabs a plastic bottle and opens it. I know the identity of the plastic-faced man. His name is Lee Tai Lung, and he's an independent contractor, a trusted, deniable asset who handles all Josephine Sand's more delicate operations. of the books and away from the public eye. The plastic-faced man is her shadowy right hand outside the corporation. Chen pulls but doesn't bother with her glass. She takes a long pull of the sticky model and wipes her mouth with the back of her hand. And I know how to find them too. I made contact with an information broker, Zhao Jin, who works in an abandoned night market in Ship Mei called Shinhouse Court. Isn't hard to find. Zhao Ji has gained access to the plastic-faced man's complete itinerary. What he'll be with, who he'll be with, and what sort of security he'll have. The works. We can use this to perform an extraction. Grab him, find out what he knows. Did you find out why Lee has a face made of plastic? It's not just his face. His entire skull is synthetic. He's designed himself to be a perfect corporate operative. He's installed a unique piece of headwear, you see. It allocates compartmentalizes client-related memories so that they can be erased upon completion of a job. And as an added security measure, this vertical implant will wipe his memory if he detects that he's been captured. So in a way to search with the implant. Exactly, unless you can find him away from a way around the court, you'll have to know where to extract the information. He hasn't figured out what happened to Raymond Black. Now I've done my part, but then you need to find a way to neutralize that device. Isabel interjects, her voice breaking slightly as she speaks. I know a way. I've heard of something like this before. I met someone in the Matrix who had to shrink a similar memory wipe input once. It was a requirement for a big job. She pulled it off. Keep talking. Miranda is Dreamland, and I know where to find her. All we have to do is convince her to give up the secret of how she did it.
Drop, bacam drop. I...
You suck ass at gambling.
Boję tak nie instalacja.
I suck.
Don't worry, man.
9 golda za to, 9 golda!
I have a drop in 7 seconds. I have a drop in 7 seconds. Moram se čekati.
Vrijeme je.
Okay. Let's go, boys. Name what? Ooh, the Dominator. Mine.
Dominator.
Fuck. I can't believe
Bad,
it.
3.
Ah,
Makar nije 2 ili 1, 3.
no. Znači da ima. Nešto, čekamo. 17 minutes, 30 minutes. Back to my stream I go. But Isabel and I would go see Dreamland before we hit the information broker. Then we grab the plastic-faced man. No matter who you choose to help snatch this guy, I'm going to be there. When you extract information from him about Raymond. You get that, Jeremy? We should all be there. You know that I want to see this. Very good, medallions. Now listen to me. After you get what you need from the plastic-faced man, I want you to end him. You understand? I need to send a very clear message that this is what happens when you mess with kindly chance operations. With kindly chance people. Josephine takes Nightjar, I take her plastic-faced man. Once you snatch the plastic-faced man, Siren will know something is happening, and events will unfold very quickly after. You best close out an impressive business you have before heading to see Zhao Jing.
Haj sad ću ja doći. Da nešto gric.
Hoću. You understand? Let's get the ball rolling on this one. There's no turning back. That's right, Madonnas. No more side jobs and no more the lances. We should get your affairs in order before you head to see the information broker. Alright, gents, this means we just do all the side missions now. Every single one of them. Alright, boys. We're gonna start to speedrun this. We're gonna speedrun this now. We gotta talk to everyone first, though. I cannot speedrun a conversation. I cannot not double the speed. It is not a invention. It's not an ability I have obtained throughout my years of existence. I'm no Jerma. I can't just speed at half speed or double. The clanking of metal followed by grunts from hard outsides erupt from the hatchery of Wu's cabin. The first thing you notice when you enter is the renewed cleanliness. The food cans are gone and his equipment is neatly laid out on his bedding. Everything is in place. The next thing you notice is the smell. It's like middle school, locker room in July. Wu finishes his jumping jacks and grabs a towel off his back. His exposed flesh gleams with perspiration. Hey, how's it going? Jerma985 here, coming at you in a live gameplay commentary. Today we're going to be playing as the Scout class in Team Fortress 2. Better, he rubs his sweaty hand with a towel. I let myself wallow for a while, but now it's time to turn things around. We have work to do. What's the deal? Still thinking about Edward Sand. Don't analyze them. Edward Sand is a thought between a file cabinet in my head. I'm only thinking about Raymond now. Find out what happened to him, what really happened to him. Taking a moment at a time, eh? That's fine, Mr. Focus. That's me, Mr. Focus. We're getting close to the blast face, man. Mention. I know. I haven't stopped thinking about him since we first saw him on video. The one where he attacked Raymond in the tea house. Listen, Jeremy. I'm not gonna press you to take me with you when you need to head out to snatch him. You take the right people for the job and then get the job done. Okay? But I want to be there when you interrogate him. I want to hear what he has to say with my own ears. You don't have a problem with that? No, of course not. Good, we're brothers. I'd hate to have to mess with you up. I hate to have to mess you up. He flashes his pearly whites. Like I said, would you take me with you on the run or not? It's your call. I tend to be there for the fun part. Oh, we'll both have fun with a plastic-faced man. JermaSUS. Good. Let's do the town on him together. He drops his towel on his mug. This is the guy who knows what the hell is going on. This is the one who may have killed Raymond. I'm gonna squeeze him until I find out what his fucking ancestors know. We'll do what we gotta do to get the answers we need. Damn right. You told me you were resentful when I took off. Maybe it was about how Raymond handled the thing with Double Trey. Nah, it was about you disappeared for 8 years without Wood. We're past that now. Wood grabs his right elbow, across his chest, and with his left hand. It's a good stretch. But that was a messing up night. A messed up night. A lot of things happened, and I wouldn't be surprised if some, I don't know, emotions got jumbled together. You know about the way I handle things? That was a part of it, sure. I'm still carrying that around, but mostly it was about Raymond. We'd butted heads before, I'd broken plenty of his rules in the past, but I would see him so disappointed. I'm still not sure why. Never figured out. Why don't you walk through it from the beginning? Start with when Lodger showed up at Rita's house. Will pulls his left elbow across his chest and let her go. So this was 2045 after the summer when we moved in with Raymond. We haven't seen DT or Lodger or any again forever.
Ja men guys,
Det var då kör det. Missä mä oon Trustable, mun vitsin.
tosi kocka.
Ove, čuvite. Ja malo
Šta hoćeš,
snimam.
važi? Šta je ti?
Hoću da gledam utakmicu.
A, hoće, dojete.
O, ja.
A Denis je dobar bot, majke spora.
Ne znam, brate, ja imam dva
Ne,
accounta.
živo, samo si glup.
Ja imam dva accounta pa ima nimno doći.
Dobro, meni malo to glupo. Denis, koje ti kartice skupljaš, ti meni reci?
Strupljam samo
Ne, nego, ne se
strupljam
gori
samo
ništa.
strupljam-
Hoće se skamovat.
Ne boj se, neću.
strupljam samo jednu specifičnu karticu. Marina Wolfstan iz Valkyria Chronicles. My waifu.
Još nekog iz Genshin Impacta.
Ne, njezin Genshin Impact. To je Burn
Šta
on
još
Sight.
nisi našao nekog da mu prodaš, da mu uvališ, jel ti?
Onog od 3000 sam uvalio, ali dobio sam novog od 900 višlista.
Mislim, mogu ja tebi nešto predam, imam ja par ovih 4-starova.
Da vidi ove, viš ova srca je i to.
Da, vidim se, to su favoriti.
To su višlisti.
Da.
Viš, hoću da probam ovog iz Genshina, ovog iz Holive N. Wonder Egg, neke pizze materne, evo i to. Imam ovu iz Code Geassa, CC se zove, ne znam šta je. Ja moram...
Cigani.
Ej,
Pa ti si uzeo majmune, ja.
no.
Znam što su poletili, a bojca ne imaju.
A, fuck, da sam stročio se Diru Recount uzeo bi. Mada ništa, imam drop sa Diru Recount, drop na ovom accountu za minutu ili 2. Za 10 minuta imam drop. Još tam da već sve
Evo
nastavim.
mi dropa krate.
Je. A kućna.
O.
Aaaa! A ti no da.
3 gola.
Ja će. Na, fuck.
Jebote, skontao sam kako da maknem ovo da moram usličnik stalno spisat.
Ja ću.
Nekako me zaboli kuj.
A boli me to.
Ja ću da nastavim s tim.
Da, ajde ne uđi još stream i reci mi jel vidiš šta.
Ja ću što vidimo.
Da.
Crn ekran. Vidimo to HRC.
Znači, neću da streamujem live broadcast. Neću da me panuju. A, streamujemo Shadowrun. Ne, streamujemo
Da,
utakmice.
ladno bude crn ekran, jebem ti lebarni.
A, to je samo screen share.
Jesi vidio što je pao anime kisa?
No. Alright, boys. Sorry about that. I'm back. Sorry about we just gambling over here. Alright, so this was 2045 years after the summer. We moved in with Raymond. We hadn't seen DT a lot, Jared and Jared forever. Raymond's rules: no contra with our hoodlum friends, no visiting the squad to check up on him. Right when he insisted on a clean break. Exactly, we wanted us to focus on our future, not bogged down in past mistakes. The way I remember, we woke up in the middle of the night and there was bloodshot. Standing in our room covered in blood, my first thought was Raymond was gonna kill us. Can you imagine? There's a teenage South Indian covered in blood in our bedroom. And my first thought was that I might get in trouble for it. Raymond was an intimidating guy when we were fucking kids. Isn't that weird? I towered over him and he just didn't matter. The little man just had that way of looking at you, that tone. Will froze his elbow behind him, twisted the waist. It's a large job bleeding over our bedroom and you're whispering, "Where's DT? What happened to Double Tray?" 5 minutes later, we're just in black and on our way back to the Borans. We had to. Of course, if it wasn't for Double Tray, neither of us would be there now. Would be here right now. DT was the one who took us to the teen center, introduced us to Raymond. Man, that was messed up. That was a messed up night. The 162 said Rover and the Leary SWAT. Better position take on the newts. Ben's own tests were bleeding out. The Hernandez family was half eaten. And little Joe, street walker with the electric false eyelashes, was lying on the floor in 2 parts. But we got Double Tray right. Out alive. He was the only one there who stares at his boot. I'd still hear the large ass screaming as the ghouls took him down. When the 162s wanted something, they did not play. Anyway, all that was just the lead up. That's a long, slow breath. But still, it speaks to my state of mind at that night. Why I wouldn't back down when Raymond met us at the door. Neither of you would budge. We're overtaking strength of the righteous. You and I are broaching his rules out of royalty, not out of gratitude. He just didn't get it. He never understood where we came from. And now we know why. He wasn't just some dude who took in some street kids. He was a rich guy used to get his way. That was what made him so furious. That's the way I see it too. But you want to get him to calm down and see reason. Get him to see my side of the story. And all you said was one thing. And when he said his mother used to say to him when he was being obstinate. What hell was it? Ah, fuck. All of these are wise man words that I'll never fucking care about. Ah, shit. Alright, what would be the Jerma thing to say? When in doubt, ask Jerma. That's our current motto. That's our current MO. Most people do not listen with the intent to understand. They listen with the intent to apply. Would not said, remembering? Yeah, that intent to reply. We got to him. He saw that every time I was talking, he was thinking of the next thing to say back. Using his mother's words on him and we did the trick. I wonder what kind of child he had. More rubs his chin. With the way he looked at you after that. We were never the same. Yeah, well, look, you and I are cool now. And as for Edward saying, maybe he's got mommy issues. We'll check his humor list. And who knows? Maybe I got a few daddy issues to deal with too. Just try to keep an open mind when we see him. Let's start later. Anytime. Oh, we're getting the good story. We're getting the good plot. We're reaching a crescendo. Fuck, is that how you use crescendo? Crescendo. Please tell me it is. Crescendo. The loudest point of reached in a gradual increase in sound. What is the lead up to a crescendo? Lead up to a crescendo is the gradual increase in loudness. Yeah, I got that. Look at me using big words. You enter Isabel's cabin and find her jacked into the darkness, her body slouched. She is motionless, stared at the machine. The computer's large display flickers to life again, just as it did last time. Isabel's avatar fills the screen. This isn't helping. The avatar frowns down on you, a look of supreme disillusionment on its face. I'm Dekin. I'm in my safe space, and it doesn't help. The memories are just as painful here as they are in the real world. Your memories are a part of you. That doesn't make you leave that behind. No, I guess it doesn't. Well, plummets of static flow from the avatar's fist. She's shaking. It fucking should, though. I can't not having a way to escape from this. So what are you gonna do about it? I know why. I just don't. Okay? I just don't. You know what? Hang on. The avatar winds off the screen and the terminal powers down. Isabel's body shudders. A familiar tremor. Her consciousness is spilling back out of the matrix and into her meat body. Into her meat suit. Her eyes flutter as she takes a sharp breath slowly, shaking her eyes from the perch on the floor. You're here for more questions, right? She taps into the crook of her arm, wipes the nose with her sleeve. I'm sure that you are. Why else would you be bothering me? So spit them out. And I'll go digging around in the cesspit that I call memory. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a clue. And I know you're hurting, Isabel. If nothing helps, go ahead. She takes a deep breath and makes a visible effort to calm herself. Now, No, that wasn't like me. This isn't the person I want to be. I'll be okay. I can handle this. Just ask me your questions, okay? Let's get the ball rolling. All right. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, I just came to check on you, you know, on your mental state. I have no questions. I asked them all. The true Chad. Let me just pull you out of your All right, we got this. I got this. It's just watching football. We're just watching football matches because we the best. Because we the best. All right, boys. Let's see what we got out of this gamble. Ah, shit. Badly damaged. My God. Well, can't keep double glances up with the sound of your approach. It's like smiling across her face. Hiya, pal. Are you ready for your next lesson? Absolutely. Hit me with it. Best girl in this goddamn game. Dobbit. Tomboy. Fuck, I didn't ask. Ah, shit. I didn't ask Legend to the War about his opinion on her. About her. Ah, shit. I think he's married, though. I think he's married. I'm not sure. So the business. I like that. Good. This is what I mean. This one is about people like Auntie Chen and why we need them. There won't be a Q&A session after the story, but I want you to listen up. I'm all ears. I remember the story. I know exactly what's the twist. Alright, so here's the upfront lesson. Pitches are important. You can't just go to a Johnson yourself and get a job. I mean, you can, but you shouldn't. It's a bad idea. Go on. The reason why it's a bad idea to get people like Auntie Chen out is because you need someone to vet your clients. This is important. It protects the whole team. You remember the lesson from last time about the Tsui and the shiny object? How could I forget? Well, after the run was over, we went back to the sinking ship for some R&R. Tsui had told us that Clan would be sending a boat to collect the shiny object in the morning. All that we had to do was keep the thing safe until the handoff. We were in a celebratory mood. We killed an evil wizard and stole a priceless artifact. I don't know it's worth by anyone's standard. Honu and I just got good and drunk in record time, so he went back to his cabin with the shiny object to, I don't know, stare at it for a while, so. I retired to my cabin and crashed out. It's been a long night. I remember waking up to sounds. Yelling, maybe? I was groggy, and they were far away. I couldn't quite make it out. Doc said 4:30 a.m. People were always parking on the raft, playing loud music, shooting off fireworks, that kind of thing. So loud noise in the morning? Well, not unusual. But something felt off, somehow. I learned to listen to that feeling. Yeah, it's a lot like panic attack rule. That full body certainty that something is wrong. So I get up to investigate. If something was wrong, I wanted to know, and if it wasn't, I figured that I might as well get on the party. I stepped into the hallway and my foot slipped. I came down hard, landed on my ass, and found myself sitting in a pool of blood. Well, that ain't good. No, it was pretty bad. So it was pretty obvious, but I pointed something had gone terribly wrong. My first thought, the shiny object might have, I don't know, unleashed something. After what I saw doing the warehouse, it wouldn't have been a surprise. I shook that out pretty quick. Though I knew what this was. Our client was playing us. He'd hired us to steal the thing, and rather than paying us for the job, He's sending a team to take you away. So what'd you do? I got up and beeline for Morvena's cabin. She was the closest thing we had. The sinking ship had to a leader and the strongest rat shaman on the raft. Why not go straight to Sue's cabin? Because I'm not an idiot. Exactly. Sorry, that wasn't aimed at you. But think about it for a sec. If there was a retrieval team coming for the shiny object that was strong enough to handle Sui while he was holding it, what chance would I have of stopping him? I figured it was time to bring out the pigeons. My man was the one whom I could get them from. I passed some pretty bad stuff on my way down to Movina's cabin. It was old man Henderson, his vault all over again. The torn up bodies, the blood straight to the floors. I saw people who'd been cut apart with machetes, scorch marks on the retainer walls. She bites her lip, nervous of the unpleasant memories stewing in her head. Deep down in the pit of my gut, I could feel the thumbing vibration of the shiny object and the heartbeat feeling that I had in the warehouse. It was back and stronger than ever. Whatever that rock was, it was awake. Did you make it to Malvina's cabin? Yes, I burst through the door, already spread the news, and someone smashed the gun in my face. It was Cadmus, my friend. He jammed the muzzle of his super war hawk into my cheek so hard it hurt, then grabbed me by the belt with his other hand. I wasn't going anywhere. Just over her shoulder I saw Malvina. She didn't look amused. Did think you were in on the attack? Note yourself. He comes over tied down and start knocking down my friend's doors. Yeah, that's a good note. Wish I'd been there. I wish I had you there at the time to keep me from doing it. Adrenaline and abject terror can make a girl do some stupid things, I'll tell you what. Anyway, it wasn't an attack. There was no hostile invaders on this sinking ship in our heart. Client had nothing to do with what was going on. Turns out there was no client. So he had lied to us. To me. Because he wanted the shiny object for himself. What he wanted was to take the sinking ship away from Malvina, and so he used us to steal him something that could use to foment the mutiny. She paused for a moment, gathers her rats in her hands, and lifts them to her shoulders. Then they stray over the leather of her coat, and disappear into her hair. Into her hair. Now, that there's some straight up fucking weird ass shit. Nah, that's just tell you how you handle rats, you know? You just let them hang out in your hair. Why the fuck not? Alright. So anyways, as it turns out, betrayal hurts, Seattle. When we felt it, and I felt it too, so we had been a friend. I just risked my life to save his like 4 hours ago. And it tricked me into helping him do something unthinkable. But I haven't killed for that. Yeah, well, we were getting to that, but I wanted to, believe me. As it was, I did about the only thing that I could think of to exterminate myself from my predicament. I fast-stacked my way out of it. Doubling down on my loyalty to Movina, Cadmus, and the status quo of the sinking ship. Swearing my undying friendship, you know the drill. I did a good job of it, but they still looked at me a little iffy. Iffy with a war hack is bad. So I wanted to prove myself by stealing the shiny object back from Sui. I know, right? Not my style at all, but then I didn't really have a choice with a gun in my face. I'd inadvertently helped him arm the bastard who was tearing our friends and neighbors apart. I don't think I could have cleared my name without taking his weapons away. It was a hell of a night though. I didn't want to get into many of the gory details. Friends died, hell, friends killed each other. It was brother against brother, all that jazz, and so in use of the shiny object let a lot of things into the world that shouldn't have been. Did you get a view of them this time? Yeah, I wish I had though, but I did. I didn't know how to describe the things. They were like animals, but wrong. Too many tails, bones in the wrong places, huge open sores, that kind of thing. There were spirits manifested into physical form. I think most of them took the form of rats, swarms of insects, other things, all the old pestilence tropes. Something there was sometimes there were colonies of the things. Oh, technically, like moving as one. Ah, that's the rat king. The rat king is actually the name of a phenomenon where a bunch of rats would have their tails tied together, and it would be like a ring. Yeah, no one cares about those drops. So anyways, long story short, I got the shiny object back from Sue. It wasn't easy, but I got it. How'd you manage that? Lies and misdirection, trickery, ratlow. Someone thinks that Sui let loose actually came in handy. He'd summoned so many of them that he couldn't hope to control them all, and that gave me an advantage and open to use them to my advantage. I managed to trick my way to Sui's supporters, and I asked from menagerie that he'd summoned. It wasn't easy, but I did it. Then I studied the shiny object, and all was right with the world. And yeah, I'm internationally glossing over the details. I had to do some things I'm not proud of, and people died because of it. But I got the damn thing, and I got back to Malvina. What happened next? Long story short, Malvina put the shiny object to better use than Sui ever did. She took the thing, and she grown up using it. We still lost dozens of people, but Sui's side lost more. Kairos was strictly avoiding, but he pulled through. After the skirmish, Malvina held an assembly. She showed everyone there'd be new rules for life on the raft. Anyone who refused to follow them could leave, and if you broke them, you were done. The rules of the sea and all that. So after the pronunciations, she turned to the surviving mutineers. Honan was one of them. He'd been in Sui's plan the whole time. She didn't kill them, but she did exile them from the sinking ship. As for people in our economy bracket, that was as good as a one-way trip to the Vault City. I've been went to bed that they're all dead by now. In the way to moving as ultimatum, 5 sailors left the sinking ship. I was one of them. Yeah, I wouldn't have hung around either. You know how it is. We have washed the blood off the decks, but the energy of the sinking ship had changed. It wasn't the carefree heaven that I'd loved anymore. And as sensible as Malvina's rules were, I wasn't up to living under them. I had to go. Oh, bad move, Misha. Bad move. Oh, alright, boys. Give me 20 seconds to just flex on these people. It's funny. I haven't even thought of moving the sinking ship in years. Then I thought I decided to teach you in your previous lesson. You know, Kim, let him back, Kim. She pauses, turns to you. That's the story. It's finished. But I want to circle back to the lesson that I gave you up front, because it's important. We need Auntie Chan to bring us work. That's obvious, but we also need her to keep us honest, to be sure that we on the team are playing straight with one another. Auntie Chan's reputation runs on the legitimacy of the jobs that she brings us, and that more than anything is why we need her. If we didn't have Auntie Chan or someone like her, we'd eventually tear ourselves apart. It happened on the sinking ship. It would happen again in Hell. So anyways, that's the lesson. If you got a follow-up question, go ahead and ask him. What happened to Sui? That Vulcan colostomy bag was already dead, eaten by his own monsters that took the shiny object. Turns out he wasn't that good at controlling them without it. He didn't even learn enough to watch his mutiny fall. What did Malvina do with the shiny object? Well, first thing she used it was to get rid of the things that Sui had let loose. Then she put it away for safekeeping. It's probably still on the sinking ship, encurved in some shrine or other, held in a lock and key. I guess just keeping it safe. I don't prefer she did ditch the thing, but in the end it wasn't my choice to match. From what I've heard, she's still in the power over there, so I guess it worked out okay. Yeah, sure. What about the other people who stayed behind? The other shaman that you knew? They went bad, crazy. The pig shaman I knew, one of them going full on toxic. Well, we already had this conversation. Thanks, David. Sure, Saddle, thanks for listening. These lessons are for your benefit, but I think that they help me too. It's nice to be taken seriously every now and again. No problem with that. I look forward to the next time. Yeah, me too. Now, get a move on. I did job at things to do. Ah, that's job it for you. Says she's got job at things to do. Oh, boys. Oh, boys. Oh, shit. There's already like 1,000 of these. Oh, no one wants it. Alright. Back to the game. Back to the good old life that we all know we had him before. Soon. Soon, my friends. Again, the shop is quiet. No hammer of metal, no whine of heavy machinery, nothing but the sound of your own footsteps. And the low electrical hum of backwards work terminal. The monitor above the word desk is live and Robert with imagery graphs, technical ruined routes, reference images. Don't strain. Ah, hello again. Back for more answers? I can take the time to talk if you can. Let's continue our discussion. Yes, my friend, I suppose there are. Go on then, ask your questions. So let's see what inquiries take us. The last time we spoke, you told me that the essence loss didn't hurt you. I want to know why. Ah, I did tell you that, and I do owe you an explanation. He turns his head slightly, peers at you through the corner of his eye. Tell me, my friend, what do you know about essence loss and its effect on the meta-human psyche? Lovely.
Денис.
Lovely. Что пропустил?
Денис.
Don't make me steal a good card from under you.
Dobro, babu neku.
Očekao neko napast.
Fourth edition, bral 195. Niko ne želi.
Ko je?
Niko neće babu.
Neku babu, Baja.
Samo
Baja.
195.
Baja. Messi.
Zašto niko nije ni vidio? Simultaneous road. Ah, to je very bad.
To ti je zato što je poor ili bad damage condition.
Pa da.
Znaš šta sam skontao, da ako nije 4. edition nije bitno. Kao ne skače im cijena. Ali ono, neki ljudi to tako prodavaju.
Neki ljudi su retardirani.
Losing essence kills a part of you. The more subway you get, the more detached you become from reality. Minas. Yes, that's right. And this attachment can be deeply traumatic for the sufferer. The literature is full of such cases. He levels his gaze and focuses it on your face. There's a smile on his face, but his eyes are devoid of warmth. Now, what would you say if I told you that after my accident and subsequent surgery I felt no different at all? That even in the beginning, I was completely unchanged. I'd ask if you knew why. I do, in fact. Would you like to know? That's why I asked. I was born with what society has deemed a psychological defect. Out of fear of social repercussions, I spent most of my life hiding it. I still hide it, even now. The lessons of my childhood were not wasted on me, and I know the value of reputation. But since the age, I have come to recognize the truth for what it really is. A selective advantage. Oh, don't leave me still the will you that you. Yes, of course. I was diagnosed as a primary psychopath at the age of 8. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Yes, I was diagnosed as a primary psychopath at the age of 8. Just now, the image. Shit. They just chased on a phone brushed up against the actor's lead, metal on metal, separated by a thin layer of froth. The drone's many eyes focus on you, irises wide open and bathing you in a dull layer. Well, diagnosis is not the correct word. It's probably not the correct word. There is no formal diagnosis of psychopath in the DSM. But all of the markers were there. I displayed a complete lack of empathy and Davis' international activity. In that sense, I scored a perfect 40 on the PCOR. A blood test showed that I had inherited the damaged gene that has been linked with my aggressive behavior. The activity level in my medial prefrontal cortex is vanishingly low. The fuck is a PCLR? Alright, let me Google this shit. PCLR. Psychopathy checklist revised, of course. Addiction research. Alright. Questionnaire. It's a dot file. What's a dot file? Fine, I'll download it just so I can see. Opening the dot file. Alright, we can't open a dot file. It's useless to us. We have no idea what it is. Let me just find one so we can just do this. So we can just perform a psychopathy test on me. Right now, no, we can do it. We can do it on Jerma. Jerma 985. Čemu bi?
Šta je Elseba?
Nešto
Ne.
Mute sam.
Brani Kurtoa. Kakav šut, desno gleda.
Kako je to moguće? See. As for complete, okay. We already let this. Like autism, psychopathy is a spectrum, not a singular disorder. And I am the definity on that spectrum. You can't make this shit up. I told you he's my favorite Russian psychopath. And I think that this condition is the reason why I didn't suffer any side effects of essence loss trauma. Yes, my condition is an advantage, one that protected me from the mental trauma of my accident and subsequent reconstruction. The psychological blow of essence loss can be devastating. This mental trauma is ultimately responsible for such much of the damage and self-destructive behavior suffered by those who ride the razor's edge. Of course, there is a physical limit to how far the metahuman body can be pushed, but a normal person will reach his mental breaking point far in advance of this. The loss of self, the loss of capacity is too painful to bear, but you didn't hit that breaking point. No, I did not. Indeed, I am quite certain that my breaking point does not exist. What does it matter to me if my capacity for empathy and conscience is stripped away? I never possessed either of those quantities in the first place. All this time you would call me my friend. Does that word even mean anything to you? Of course it does. The word has always carried the cerebral meaning. I can understand the concept of friendship and what it means to others. I know how important that feeling is, even if I can't experience it myself. People with my condition, my advantage, are not incapable of bonding with others. The only difference is that we do so on a cerebral level, rather than an emotional one. I enjoy our association. I recognize the advantage of being allies. I like talking to you. What better reason for us to be friends? I like this. I fucking like him. He's the best character. Honestly, he's the best character. You cannot go better than Russian psychopath. Hell-bent on world domination. I will find a way to do the psychopathy test. I will become the next great one. I will become the latest. Archie, you say that your mental condition protects you from trauma of essence loss. Do you have any proof of that? I have myself, my own experience. Nearly all my essence was stripped away, and as soon as 13 I didn't even notice. What more do you need? Actual proof, your subjective experience doesn't qualify. No, I suppose not. But I know it to be true. All the same, my hypothesis makes good sense. I have never possessed the sense of humanity that is hold so dear. If having it stripped away is traumatic, then it stands to reason that I would be protected from that trauma. Yes, but the whole theory was based on anecdotal evidence. You have sample size of one reactor. Yes, that is true. Still, I am certain that the time will prove my right. More certain of it that I have ever been of anything. Call it a matter of faith, I suppose. I decided the term, but it applies. If that's the way you're gonna play this, then fine, but don't expect to buy into your belief system if it ain't based on facts. A fair point and a fair criticism in time. I will endeavor to show you the proof of my beliefs. Until then, think of me as you would of any member of the team. Robert has a rat, I have this. It is mine, and you cannot take it away from me. This is a lot to process, Rector. Yes, I'm certain it is. For what it's worth, I think you're handling this information rather well. In the past, there were others who were more legit in thinking. When I revealed myself to them, they reacted badly. I'm quite pleased that you haven't done the same. You said that you were born the way you are. If that's true, then this isn't your fault. I can't hold you accountable for it. I don't judge my allies on what they are. I judge them on what they do. I'm a man after my own heart. I wish that others were so open-minded. I'm not broken thing to be first. I am exactly what I am meant to be. You know how rare it is to find others who accept me as such. And now, if no mind, I would like you to leave. There is work to be done. Of course, Art, you think we'll catch up after that. Bilbao. I love him. He's my favorite character. A Russian fucking psychopath. I wanted to ask him about the last one. I should have asked him about the last one. Fighting Renraku. I should have asked him. Fighting Renraku military. He would have been such a nice experience. He would have told us so many things. He would have given us so much world building. He would have told us about the Renraku military. How he thought about his drone's performance. He would have been glorious. The dim Scavengers The dim cabin's air is thick with the potency of incense. As a small, oddly constructed altar sits near Dietrich's box of mementos. It consists of a wooden box, a few trinkets, and a bowl of burning incense. Dietrich himself is polishing his sword again. He runs the cloth along the length of the blade, feeling and listening for nicks and dents. Good evening, JermaSUS. A fine evening, isn't it? He puts the sword aside and smiles in your general direction. What can I do for you? I sort of assume that you want to talk about what happened with your team. Of course I've thoughts about it, but why would I burden you or anyone else with them? If you would like to talk about it, then we may, by all means. I am a private person by nature, however. This is why I did not seek you out to speak on it. Of course, I won't talk about it. Are you okay? A curious question. Am I alright? The one who survived, who has now shed his old life entirely, who no longer need worry about assassins on his heels. Yes, I am more than alright. I am free. The team is all dead, save for Ishida. He won't know what it's like to feel the disease burn from his brain, stippling logic and artistry, and living only 100 minutes of age. Well, when it is done, I'm sure he will be an animal, while I remain, whatever it is that I am, Daichu, but the one that may speak and act as a free being. Daichu grins tightly, cradling his chin with one hand. There is some poetic justice in this, I feel. His claims of my weakness mirrored by his own descent into feral madness, and yet here I am, with enough willpower to survive and prosper despite my ill fortune. It was your choice, as I understand by it. That's what matters. Thank you for understanding that. The ability to choose consciously is what sets me apart from other ghouls. I understand Ishida was a product of the same training that shaped me, but unlike me, he never had the training proven wrong, but he always believed he was the strongest, the best, and that he was unbeatable by lesser creatures. He would have never have learned. His xenophobia and arrogance would have eroded his entire life. Men like Ishida are the reason that Japan refused to accept that the waking was a natural affair, that ships of metahumans to Yomi Island, I was taught that people like Dungeon, Gobbet, and Isabel are subhuman. You have seen what they can accomplish, then I am impressed. Has tuning your own changed your outlook on life? Yes, yes, I think it was. It has. My lesson to Ishida should not end with him. If becoming a ghoul has allowed me to prosper and become stronger, surely I should hold my instincts just as my training hold my swordsmanship. If I can apply the same focus to my new nature as I did my skills in combat, I am certain I can prove that to be a ghoul is only to be different, not lesser. I knew this before, logically, but I did not feel it. To know and feel are different things entirely. Regardless, the Ishida's sword is now mine. It is a newer blade than my own and appears to be made with some manner of enhanced decoder process along the tungsten carbide edge. He lifts it down and one clad down the back of its blade. I have noticed a marked improvement in my speed when I'm using it, particularly with follow-through moves. Should let me fall to his sword, I will be able to position much more rapidly. That's what he gets. By beating Ishida, we have unlocked Ishida's sword, an upgrade to Daichi's sword. Do you have any resonant tuning unit? Edgetrot says he ponders this. After a long moment, he shakes his head. No, I do not believe I do. We were locked in a dance that could only end with my death or theirs. We chose that path, consciously or not, and I am unwilling to die so that they could live. I value my life, even changed as it is. Their insistence on following the strictures of their duty ensured this end, just as surely as my refusal to die did. I regret only that circumstances and training led us to this point. They were still family to me, even at the end. When if your family turned on you and tried to kill you, you would still defend yourself. What will you do now? Jade Chirico, the expression of rank incredulity. Alright, let me see what that means. Incredulity. Incredulity. The state of being unwilling and unable to believe something. Oh, you big words. Big words. Zombie man. $88. Nice, nice. Let me just grab that. Burn that, and we're good to go once again. No one's gonna stop me now. Da, 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 da. Surely you're joking with me. I will stay here and aid you in your endeavors. I have no other life to turn to, nor anyone else to call friend. As you aided me, so too will I aid you. His life in the shadows is the most free and open I have ever felt. I have no desire to go or do anything else. Perhaps later I will, but not anytime soon. Have a good night, Edge. And the same to you, my friend. Oh, it's so heartwarming. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, let's go kill vampires. Nadia has been doing some digging on her own into Raymond's history. Guess what, he doesn't trust China. Trying to give him the full story and can't say I blame him since she'll hide things from us if it was in her best interest to do so. So I've been poking around various corners and made trying to dig up what I can. Most sinless leave a dead trail the size of an aircraft carrying their weight, working backwards in time. Raymond starts out that way. When so it tapers away into nothingness. Sure, I can find some basic records in Seattle. Power utilities, a couple of public discussion sites. He signed up for, but the farther back I get, the less I find. The traces part of it is the prior to 2032. I can't find anything at all. It should be possible. It's like Raymond didn't exist before then. Attending a party. JermaSUS, I need you to come to the parlor. A friend of mine, a business partner of mine named Dr. Shenyang, who has need of your services. Something about attending a fancy party in Repulse Bay. He was unwilling to give me details. I think he will want to size you up himself. Alright. We have a job. Let's go do it. Let's see. Let's see, we have our gear. How we standing on money? We have zeros. Karma, 7 in charisma, that should be good enough. Yeah, there's our money. We got 5k, we can buy anything we need. Let's do this. The MTR don't meet the dream. No. No, 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 no. Oh wait, this isn't the final mission. This isn't the final mission. Oh, it would have given us a warning. I'm pretty sure of it. And then the dreamland lives in the smells of mold and desperation. People living here are those who don't want to be found. Is she dangerous? She shouldn't be. I must admit, yes, but she's really more into programming than she's in violence. Her name is Dreamland after her. She quit running last year. Then about some sort of activist activity that she used to be into. Emily's from Berlin, but she moved to Hong Kong after the F state collapsed. The group that she worked for were supposed to protect her, but they got their own problems to deal with now. I guess she's sad she'll be safer on her own. I heard about the start of the F state sound like chaos. That's what I heard too. An experiment to sustain institution anarchy. Great environment for a Shadowrunner, but it ended up just like communism did. Another pipe dream. The German government gave the corporations the go-ahead to invade, and they forced the anarchists to retreat to the eastern part of the city. Now Berlin's run by corps, just like Hong Kong. But I'm gonna build it a wall again. I'm gonna put it past them. The Berlin Wall. How do we handle this friend of yours? Not clue, no. Never mind her in mid-space. Just be your charming self and don't shoot her in the face. Hard decision to make, but I can do it. The apartment is no better than a hallway. Empty fast food, chips, packaging, dried snack food is just by the room. In the corner, backs cat litters sits filled to overflowing. You don't see any cats. There's a perch to get a matrix terminal city. And a stack of crates directed to the bank beside the deck. Within arm's reach of the subdeck is a 20-something woman with pale white skin, dirty blonde hair, and a bleached expression. She Emile. No, it's Emily. Looks at the deck slant across Isabel. So you're Isabel, huh? Didn't expect Adolf? Yeah, I get that a lot. No, I didn't expect you to be so pretty. Has a soft German accent and a dull disposition. I should never have that lead to this, Isabella. I should have never been responded to your message. It's if the oligarch swine who's been hunting me find out where I am. They won't find out from us. Search your eyes with her own. We can see the intelligence in there, but it's hard to get past the sullen manner. This is the man I told you about. He needs the software developed in him, but the cortical implant. He needs what? I don't think I should be getting into this. I have a business proposition I can discuss with you. No man, I'm kinda done with the business. In case you're not up to turn, I've got a kick line of mercs and bondhandlers after me, messing around with the hit. Where did the shot installed in me is the last thing I want. Got my mind. Look, this is important. I need software you create so I can find out what happened to my father. My father, huh? Sounds rough. See that? I doubt it. At least I don't think he's dead yet. That's why this is important. Stratus been there or something like that. It's the ambiguity that kills you. Okay, give me a minute. Emily grabs tab that and jats into it. Her jaw goes slack and her fingers hover over the keyboard, tapping keys at blinding speed. When she finishes, she jats out and jerks the data state from that. Here. Find the stays within and use it. She hands you the stick and taser down with masking tape wrapped around the grip. The joke should stop the memory wipe process before it happens. Here's a little sum for the effort. Thanks. No help. I wish every problem was that easy to solve. Take. Put it in the stash. And that's it. We got what we need. No. No. Fuck that. I'm not winding the game just yet. Let's see. Down at the pier. Wait, she said doctor. Man's this guy. A massive steel security door set into a bunker-like concrete wall. There is no sign of identification of what this place is. However, in the case in a cage of belted steel and armored glass. Gantling letters are barely readable on the screen. Chrome Alley. Medical services and mechanical repair. Premise protected by deadly weapons and infectious diseases. Press the buzzer. What do you want? The voice struck me is precise, but the accent says American. America. Is this a medical clinic? No, it's a chicken factory. What do you want? From a medical clinic. Yeah, it's me, but listen, I know you aren't like people. I don't know who sent you. I'm friends with Isabel and David. Yeah, those two dragged some real prize out. You did not judge what? Not yours dead. Crying shame if that's true. And I saw that one coming. You just washed up Wizard with David, huh? You know what that tells me? You're here today and you'll be gone tomorrow. Keep my distance. Kindly Chan will watch for me. Yeah. You decided your engine there for a minute. I'll go check in that. No, give several heavy metallic clicks. There's a dot. A heavy dot slip in that. And boom. Now we can enter the clinic. But we won't. Why? Because that's not the person we need to talk to. The person we need to talk to is here. I think. Territoriality. Admin Haste. Or Consume Spirit. Yeah, we'll deal with those once we get there. Look at the big guy. You can't take down the big guy. Ah, Dr. Shinyong. A lieutenant balding dwarf in a cheap suit turns to face you, light glints from the heavy gold chains that hang around his neck. When he speaks, the voice that greets you is rough and nasal. It has been contorted into a rough approximation of a New York accent. Pleased to meet ya. Joe was kind enough to arrange this meeting sit down between us. They call me Dr. Shinyong. Pleasure to meet you. I'm JermaSUS. His rep is as soft as his palm is moist. It's like shaking hands with a boneless ham. You shake along and after a flash chatter before he finally misses you. I'm looking for a little outside help and a problem you've been having. Ordinarily, I handle it myself or some of my friends to it, but it's kinda delicate, you know. But there's been noticed before they made any headway on my problem, so I figured, hey, I hired some contractors out of town. Might as well get contracts of a different stripe. Tell me about your problem. Maybe we can help. I'm a little this film studio. Silent Cloud Films. We mostly do tweet work, but we tried some Sims too. Maybe you've seen some of my stuff. Space Mondos from Moon, Flavors of Bomb the Alarm, Ultimate Q Squad. That was familiar. Oh, fan, dude, it's always nice to meet a fellow fan enthusiast. Anyways, there's this guy in Italy, and we've been butting heads since day one. Name's David Levan. He runs Yellow Spring Studios. No matter what I do, I can't shut him out of business. He always manages to get one over on me, steal my stars. It's a tough racket if you want to stay on this top. You gotta use every advantage you can get. Recently, has been running me into the ground with his recently called Promises in Moonlight. The stars are Joan named Panama Piwan. No talent, but the viewers have been going nuts over her. She's the linchpin, the one who holds the whole show together. And so I want to do something about Miss Swan, and now I'm getting there. It's about 6 months ago. Now what was that in the Russell House hoity-toity party? He's on the road, private drunk. Zano and Pow, runs his fancy new Yorkshire Westwind. Bad luck for Neville. Good luck for me, I bet you. Hey, that's the end of his film for the year. That's the end of him for the year. Now start planning some new stuff you can't compete for. Inside hospital, follow me? Yeah. Now she found a way to put you from the inside. No, worse. The best is out of the hospital. He's been back in the game, bringing out season 2 of Promises at Midnight. I show up. Yeah, in one way or another. And that, my friend, is where you come in. How long did it take him to recuperate? I tell you, kid, he should have been in the hospital for at least 3 months. In physical therapy a lot longer. It won't take him a week to get out. Couldn't freaking believe it. I tell him I can't trust stop dollar. He ain't got that money. No, he got a lot of money, but not that much. Never turn down like them means one of two things, Jonah. Now to find himself a silent partner, someone willing to pay top dollar for that next chair. I don't think the slightest bit could happen. If they ain't there, the smart money says that they've been skimming off the top of Yellow Springs earnings, now reporting it to shareholders. Now tell me how I fit into this. I need you to go find some blackmail Neville, something blackmail Neville with. Find out how he can afford to get out of the hospital so fast. He works out his penthouse most days, so search his computer, closet, side drawers, whatever. There's gotta be something. Where's penthouse? Neville lives in the Post Bay. It's the real swanky joint on the south end of Hontorn Island. by the band the same name. I haven't been able to get anybody to poke around his party, but Stuart's too tough. Like to for you. And we're just throwing a party in Mesomerian level, with all shops and restaurants about you and such. He's celebrating the second season launch of his show. And everyone's gonna be there. Gonna be a real snuff the building secured. You might also want to hit up the party if you can bluff your way in. Everyone close to the mill will be there, and most of them will be free sheets to the wind by the time you get there. So the strict question you might get the dirt I need. Just remember, if you go to the party, don't use a real name. Go with Argyle. Should be safe enough. There's nobody in the biz out there with that name, so nobody will ask questions about you. How your word's doing. That was easy enough. Oh yeah, Trent thought you up when I approached her with a job. Given that she told me this job should be checked. Now background is what I need some more than anything. If you can come up with one out of her contract, I'll pay you extra, got it? I want that start out on my side. One last thing, and I want you starting the scene while I'm there. So you interrupt this party, make a mess with trash department, and I'm gonna pay you. We're clear? We're clear. Dude, I can't have mine knowing that I'm after him. In my business, everyone's right there to ditch. If you make it public you're using them, that's it, my clear as dead as the people's republic of China. That was done work for me or with me ever again, so don't embarrass me. Understood? I'll be the street. That's what I like to hear. You strike from back, strike yours, you get paid. You can get paid, then I'll put the word out you're solid higher. So we have a deal done. Good man, that's what I like to hear. When you're done, drop channel line, and I'll meet you hit back here and hand over the money. I remember this mission. Oh shit. Oh, I think I changed something in this mission. I changed the portrait. I am sure of this. I am sure of this 100%. Ooh, get outplayed. Ooh, get outplayed with a nice 67 money. Ooh, I love it when I outplay people in the economy, in the war economy. All right, boys. Everything I change is so obvious. All right, time to do this quietly, discreetly. Right after you're coming with. Now I can't bring guy at you. Bloodthirsty katana. A word of deadly. A word of art and a deadly weapon. May do AP damage or critical hit. And you know I'm bringing my Matrix girl. Dungeon? Ah, well. He's just a good looker. Let's do this. Let's do this. I got this, boys. I got this. You're about to see the professional. You're about to see me tear up the dance floor. You're about a nominous named Repose Bay, a gleaming hotel and apartment building on the shores of Repose Bay. Hunter Island, rolling storm clouds choke the sky and land in the structure. Sinister appearance as you push through the doors and into the building, suddenly breaking the clouds reveals the sun that's done red as blood. Ooh, foreshadowing. You make your way into the ground floor elevator. The attendants pay no mind as the car begins to climb. You hear the sounds of merriment and drive closer. As the door slides open, you find our maze part in full swing. Alright, team. Spells. I want you with a goddamn armor free. Conjuring 7. She can't do that. Spellcasting 5. I cannot believe this. Game auto-saved. Alright, boys, we got this. We got this. Did I drop in this one? No, that's the one. Alright, we're good. We're good. Alright, pull that up. Pull that up. And allow me. Go to Maz party. That's it. That's the thing. The overhead discharges you onto mezzanine with a little fanfare. Off in the distance, you can hear the sounds of clicking glasses, carefree laughter, and silver-round china. Parties breaking and entering blackmail. Sounds like a good time to me. What if everyone has an open bar? Runner shoulder chirps. What's first, Jerma? I said we do the party. I did the party to see if what you did up anything. If you did the same, lead the way. Gathering the this is always top notch. We're talking caviar, JermaSUS, booze with gold flecks in it. I think I might smell pleasant. How can you be hungry? I just watched you power down a dozen dumplings and a pitcher of oxtail soup. I'm not hungry. I don't think I could eat another bite, but I do have a messenger bag and about 20 empty pockets. What's some mingo? Let me just open this door. I have no idea where it leads. I have no idea what it does. But I know there's a jacking point here. And I have no reason not to use it. System trace 30? Oh shit. Oh shit, this is some high-tech shit, boys. Ah, shit. 20 trace. 20 trace. Kill it and disappear. Do 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 do. We're good. We're good. We're fucking good. We're golden, boys. Alright, let's do this. Alright, that timer. Come on, give me. We have that timer. It's this one. The only one that would do them. Search on Nevoma. There's my apartment door code. Search other records, events. Ooh, download invitation. We download a series of files. This might be valuable to local construction firms. Alright, disconnect, and we're good to go. And we're out of here. Alright, remind me not to go into the Matrix server again. And just like that, we are magically invited. Hotel guest. As a little control stands the platform of the kitchen. It turns to you, shoulders slumped forward and says, "No less than service today. The kitchen staff's too busy with the party to serve anyone. Wish I could go onto the balcony. Oh, the delicious food. See, this guy knows what's up." What's fancy? What's wrong with the shit? I tried to produce, I think, saw some artists out there earlier. Can't wait for the new season. Me too, the Twisted Lady. Last episode. What the fair? Can't believe it. Me either. The love with kitchen, buddy. Waiter, security. Yeah, we don't need any of this. I mean, we already got what we need. Let's ask the waiter. Good evening, sir. Welcome to Devil End, the bus bay. How may I be of service? You want to design? I think we can grab like a suit from him, and that's how we enter. Private party. Here you go. Enjoy the party, sir. Hey, now we can mingle with the crowd. Alright, job it. You grab yourself whatever the fuck you want. That's never that is. I can't see my cursor. It's so bright. Let me just lower the brightness on my monitor so I don't lose eyesight. Penelope Wand. Producer. Let's go talk to him. From left to right. The padre raises an eyebrow as you approach. The 7th century old turbine like punch here. It's hard to believe considering how much a single bottle costs. It's hard to believe Miles hosting this party. As soon as I finish it. So first of the details of what happened. The man's a machine. Not literally, of course. But he might as well be. The way he sprang after being T-boned at 140 clicks an hour. Jeez, how's he even standing? I don't know how, but here he is, alive and kicking, or dining, or gone, whatever you have. If you ask me, it's all that positive key the fans are staring at. There's entire message boards praying to him, making offerings and temples. The Matrix is nuts for promises at Moonlight. If Ma had negotiated a second season, his fan would have just as easily have turned on him. That's all it takes to win over time. Maybe I should become famous too. Is now we are all here to be famous, become famous, and make someone else famous. Lisa over here. That's talking to you. We have gained 0 information from that game. Oh, look at her. Good evening. A little bit long, but please call me Penny. Pleased to meet you, Penny. Name's Argyle. I've run into you a little solely, Mr. Argyle. I don't believe I've seen you around the studio before. It's a friend of a friend sort of situation. He asked me to check in on the balance. It seems recovered considering him. Oh, it was absolutely miraculous. I must admit I nearly died of fright when I heard it happened. But to look in the view now, you never guess he'd been hurt. Just miraculous. I'll keep a secret if you will. It's a shame the rumors mill caught window. There are rumors, I haven't heard any. You wouldn't believe the things people say. Embezzlement, secret partners, such chattery. I'm sure it's all nonsense. It's ridiculous. Sue's been doing better than ever. We're expanding. There's money lost there. Yeah, I won't put any stock in Matrix, especially the ones about new investment partners. Should in his arm.
Huh?
Of a situation of a missing phone.
Saat zaman
No. Dalej ja stojim dole. Telefon. Yeah, I suppose the Neville's got some new ambassadors then. Someone new? No, I don't think so, but Neville did make some new friends when he was in JermaSUS. Oh, there's Ractor. Ooh, giving us that. Ooh, the Russian psychopath knows what's up. He's a goddamn genius. He knows what's up. He's an unstoppable force. There was a woman. Can't remember the name. When I visits the Bill and Wedgery, here she's quite the fashionista. This is, apart from Melanie, he must have made a lot of friends. Seemed to get on him well. I'm a little sad he's never introduced us, though. He's supposed to make an appearance tonight. I'm very much looking forward to meeting her. Oh, please, Chisholm. That's Mr. Yao. I promised I'll come out and say hello tonight. Thank you, man. It's been a pleasure. Alright. $3 million less than my initial budget. The woman is dressed in a matted suit, surveying his party from the edge of the balcony. As you approach, he inclines respectfully. Good evening, mister. I'm sorry, I don't believe we've introduced Amiable Ma. Looks like Elon Musk. One of the The pressure's all mine, Mr. Ma. Tell me, Mr. Argent. Thanks so much for hosting this gala. You're very welcome. It's important to show the industry and press that Promising Mineral is doing well, and that we're still in local operation. I hope you're enjoying yourself. I heard about your incident. How did that? It seems that that's all everyone wants to talk about these days. To be honest, I'm not tired of repeating the story. Suffice a delivery truck, a drone experienced the glitch and ran a laterite. If it hadn't hit me, it would have hit someone else. The police discovered anything unusual? Biotech. Oh, fuck you, biotech. Now, apparently they software update to transgender and corrupted. That was all they found. It was shocking to discover the delivery company missed the glitch, but I suppose that it's not a mistake anyone could have made. Is there not enough point in any of them? It was shot from pretty quickly after. It must have been expensive. And especially, JermaSUS hospitals are top tier. Potentiality, my rapid benefit. Yeah, but it must came down to luck. The incident made a lot worse than it was. Eurocar, a lot of thanks for their safety features. I made a new friend while you were in hospital. Yes, Miss Friend. She's right. Admire her promising moon. She kept my spirits up as I was returning from the accident. Oh, well, I know what she's doing. She's independently wealthy. I believe she has an early investor in Eastern Tide during their expansion several years ago. Debbie? Oh. Thanks for talking with me, Mr. Ma. A pleasure. Enjoy the party. Alright, we have nothing to do with him. Let's see, waiter. Alright, what kind of person is he? Between you and me, he's difficult, which is putting lightly. So I did some stories that you wouldn't believe. He once made a handful of us walk all the way out to fetch dumplings to his guests. He was pouring out, the wind's blowing around 50 kilometers per hour. Right to a death march in the weather. I think the kitchen made dumplings. Ma said the kitchen's dumplings weren't good enough. Called them peasant food in front of all his guests. Georgian was furious, of course, but since Ma is rich, hotel management told us to give him whatever he wanted. By the time we got back from Rousseau, the dumplings were cold, the party was over, and Ma had tied his to repair stairways. We had to pay for those dumplings out of our own damn pockets. A couple days later, Chairman came down with learned from the trip. Lost his job over it. That is one of our experiences with him. Needless to say, no one here's a fan of the man, but we're here to get paid and serve the tenants here. So that's what we do. It's living. Ready to take a break? Nah, I can't afford to miss many tips. I went to Macau last week and it wiped me out bad lot with the horses, you know. I won't help you out for some information. I'm listening. Alright. Never mind, never mind. We already have access, so we don't need to talk with him. Buddha's delight. Damn. Alright, boys. Now we're gonna enter the zone of everyone's about to get fucked up. Alright, baby Jimmy. Ah, badly damaged. These guys still watching the game? Maybe? Yeah, these guys still watching the game. Take the elevator to the penthouse floor. Penthouse level. I'm pretty sure there's a spot here. Maybe you can use spirits on. Input codes. One six, one free. 3-5. And we're in, boys. Why is it so cold in here? I see my breath. Rows and rows of fine tailored suits, custom shoes, and various accessories for the room. Alright, boys. There's gonna be some badass shit going on. The cabin is full of expensive wines and spirits. Several legendaries sit atop it. One on is particularly catches your eye. A bottle of preferably still a sip. The straight warm gives the temperature, giving the temperature and disgustingly salty. The opposite door of the living room. The opposite side of the living room is dominated by a massive security door. It is much heavier than the exterior apartment door and looks like a recent addition. The wall has been reinforced to support it. I see the top of the line, commercial grade mad large, so the door sealed. It'd be easier to tunnel through the wall than it would break open. At first glance, the door frame moves no sign of keypad or jack point. But you see there appears to be RFID reader. Our 16-digit number stands on the side of a reader in red ink. This didn't come with the apartment. Why fortify an interior door like this? To keep an appearance of things. Can you imagine when the style of this contrast in the hallway to the building's aesthetic? People would talk about it. I wouldn't want that. That's one thing. We aren't going through that without a key. Most likely, we'll have to get one from Ma or from his people. Ah, shucks. I will just have to go back to the party. I mean, that is the next logical step. Then we're going to the party. We got party 2 and 10. Of course, after we look, get feed big pan, feed a big party. All right, we gotta get a key for that door. Now, one particular door. Ah, well, shucks. Looks like we'll just have to go down. And talk to people. Let me just steal it from him. My quickness should be enough. Let me just sleight of hand this. Alright, nothing with you. Penelope Wand. What am I? To what do I owe pleasure? You have a key for the security door. I do, but how do you know about that? Building management told me to send me down to see if I can bring them your fob. Do you need to fix it later? You don't want to bother Mr. Ma. Oh, of course not. Yes, please, statement. Give it. Just bring it back when you're done, okay? Thank you very much, Franny. You've been helpful. Alright. And, yeah, that's it. Now we're just... wait. Yeah, that's... we're going up. It's as easy as that. Didn't even need a skill check. Why? Because we're the best. Now prepare for combat. We'll kill a few... No, I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil it. As you approach the door, a light set in your key fob goes from red to green. There is a loud series of thunts and the door slides open. A blast of fresh air floods the room from the other side. We're now in a walk-in freezer. Locked door. Nothing over there, nothing there. Now a cyber terminal. Not even locked. An expensive consumer-grade computer terminal awaits your input. The displayed background is set to a screen capture from Promises Midnight. Penelope Wand's radiant face beams at you from the corner of the screen. Why is Me's personal terminal? Let's have a look. Log into the computer as a guest. A few change storage, so the computer's fire stretcher. With a high-tech security door in his apartment, seems Miles never bothered to encrypt his machine. Search email. Your free Miles email, most of it's spam, boring business. You must frequently email in a woman named True Fan. They seem close and trained a lot of thinly veiled flirtations. It appears there has been machine True Fan with money and affection, expensive gifts, rent shares, miserable attempts at poetry. See into it that every need of hers is met. Financial records. Numerous financial records are astonishingly born aside from two major things. He spent a next into nothing on his hospital bill, where he appears only stayed for 3 days, when he's been spending a lot of money on a woman's name for. And unlock the of the office door. When I push a button, you unlock the office door in the side of the room, and I'm as stuck reverberates through the closed steel room. Without warning, a frigid wind blows through the apartment. The chill cuts through your clothing, raising goosebumps all over your body. Where is that coming from? There's another blast of cold, and a pale, imposing woman with tears out of thin layer strong. A black-faced man and woman with tears all inside her. Ah, the little dog has been sniffing around in all miles of apartment. To find, I presume. Just so, my servants have been watching you since you're out. I suspect that you're an evil man, that you're here to do harm to Neville. That's why I came to stop you. You got a lot of friends that got guns. I like my odds better. And I find this room to bring Stewie within moments. The Harlem place force went down there shortly after. Is that what you want? It makes no difference to me. You just disappeared as the Swiftface arrived. But you, on the other hand, is right with January's to fight in here. You have never reached an impasse. I cannot allow you to leave, and you can't seem intent to continue the investigation here. So, shall we reserve this conundrum? I'm open to suggestions. Perhaps a more formal arrangement. A neutral occasion. A deal with that works for me. Very well. So the terms, if I win, you will submit to my influence. You become my pawn. And if you win? If I win, you'll all be dead. Wait 15 minutes for the sun to go down, then come to the roof. We'll settle this there. Gentlemen and ladies. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the sun dips down below the horizon. Mist coalescence, coating the rooftop in dew. To Fanison and her cohort up here. Yes, it works! I am prepared to become a servant, human. You must not resist, or I'll be forced to kill you. Should attempt that, I'll endeavor to make it swift and painless, but no promises. Let's see what you dare. This will be entertaining. Kill him! I'll look at her, running away. Like the bitch she is. Alright, you're about to find out why they call me JermaSUS. Long range from downtown. Fuck. Oh wait, I did extra actions. 3 damage. Watch your cover. Step into cover. Crochet, control mode. Overclock. Crochet. Unleash death and destruction upon this man. Doesn't matter. Alright boys, what is this? I love how he's called the civilian. Alright, let's see. Dragon ley lines. Which ones can I abuse? Out in the open, out in the open. Summon the spirit and move into deep cover. What do we have? Is this? Oh, this is a nice spirit. Civi. Mana sub blocked. I'm an evil fucking person. Look at that. Look at that. They're already dead. Already dead. Can't do nothing. Look at her. Where was that? A machete? Dead meat. Oh no, 21 damage. Whatever do I do? Oh, you bitch, you moved. I don't think that will save you. I have a fucking sniper rifle. Increase accuracy. Increase quickness and strength by 1. Become an arbiter of destruction. Become doom. Nice 14 crit. 7 damage. Reload. These 2. And there we go, boys. Wait. I certainly let you put into common hot. Heat demeanor dissolves as her eyes grow wild. What's wrong? I feel so powerful now. The whole Mistress of the Night thing is just not. I'm just an accountant that got infected. I don't really know how to fight. I was faking it. I just want scary into backing down. out of town. I was on a business trip to Shanghai last year, but to a rave that drunk passed out. When I woke up, I was in an alley and someone had done this to me. And you just decided to embrace the whole vampire thing. What choice did I have? I couldn't just go back to work, and it was a dead-end job anyway. No upward mobility, no room to grow. I did what anyone would have done. I tried to make the best days of it, capitalize on my abilities. I'm a vampire now. I can't control it, but I can control how I choose to monetize it. So, what's your endgame? How do you see this working out? Beats me, it's not I have a rulebook for this, alright? I'm just making this up as I go along. Who knows? Maybe I should become vampire queen of Repulse Bay. I can't fault your ambition. Thanks, I mean that, but it's never gonna happen. I'm not any good at this. I know that now. I didn't know what I'm going to do with myself now. If I ever find out you kill for the bounty money, it's only my only real shot. I blew it. How'd you manage to survive? I've been hiding out at Kowloon. I was hoping to just disappear as fuck. Because my friends and family know I'm missing, maybe dead. Ooh, that's always bad. I think that's for the best. I mean, how can I explain what I've become? Can you imagine how shame my family would be if they knew I'd become this monster? Now it's better that they think I'm dead. So, can we come out through something, scratch about you, love and live with this, I think, we can work some now, conditionally. Yeah, no, just tell me what you need. I want some answers. I'll tell you, no lie, I promise. How are you and Mark connected? I happen to be in the same hospital that he was strolling for a meal. I like to drink blood from unwell people, so I go to the hospital at night. For people who don't mind if I take a sip. People in comas, patients with terminal illnesses, that kind of thing. It makes me feel better about what I have to do. So I wandered into his room. Mark tries to know Ma. I've seen him on the news, seen photos of that. He was near me about a lot of broken bones and internal injuries, but somehow he was still conscious. So you offered to help. Well, I know if I gave uninfected people my blood, they'd be able to heal like what I did. Just not as fast. I figured you'd that out early, and by mistake. But it can come in handy from time to time. So when I saw what Leo was conscious, I decided to make my grand appearance. I materialized in the room and told him that I'd come to make a trade. I had to fix him up with Dresnu, and he owed me some favors for it. I wasn't specific as how many favors or what kind. He agreed. Actually, he leapt at his chance to become my pawn. I guess that when you're broaching like that, you do it and get better. The deal was done, and without long, I think he's charming. He thinks I'm funny. He doesn't care that I'm a vampire. He told me he gives me nice things because he likes me, and not because he owes me his life. So always sweet. What's it like to be a vampire? About the same as being a person. Human met a human vampiric virus like any other disease, except instead of coughing, I can't go out during the day. It's not all bad though. I can turn into mist, and I'm a lot stronger than I used to be. I still have to wash my hair and pay for parking. You know what I miss the most? Steam buns. I can't eat or drink anything except blood, and I loved street food before then. In fact, some walk by food trucks and just smell things they're fine up. But if I buy anything, 10 minutes later, it's all coming back up. Alright, decide what's gonna happen. You're gonna get revealed to fire up now for one. I take the jobs that pay lately. Actually, of all the idiot reasons to blow my cover. Fire. How would that be? I can't say no to me. I mean that quite literally. You'll do it, no question. What I want to do now? I don't care what happens there. Thanks. He knows what I am and doesn't care. Doesn't say this. I won't trouble you again. Oh, fuck. I didn't play it nicely. I could have played... fuck. I didn't play it as nice as I did the first time. What was our mission? Find Peter, go to the mass party. Find the true review evidence. Alright. Man. Yeah, we're out of here. We got what we need. We could have played into our ambitions. Fuck me. Little last the sound of new man's party fades into the distance as you leave repose by. At the MTR comes towards Oim, the mountains of Hornthorn Island roll by as a lone mass obscured by rain and storm clouds. Penelope Warren has been far from and Ma will be at a serious disadvantage without her. The whim of the tread, we will shift as readily as the tide, but without the star. Let's presence, promising moonlight will not lose rate in sorrow. True fairness, Sano may be able to thwart any of the minds of the business. Shit. Shit, that's what I should have done. Fuck me. Fuck me. Please tell me we got an autosave. Shit. Fuck. I am a petty person. You think I'm on to speedrun this? Alright boys, here's how fast we can actually do this. Want to trace? Wait, that's suppression. Why is suppression there? No crit on killer. Some minor AP damage. Adds to the assassin. Assassin comes in. Assassinate. And we're good. Alright, let's go. Shit. Alright, we got this. We got this. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Alright. Let's see. Left. Left. We're done here. Alright, let's see how fast we can actually speed run this now that we know what we're doing. Alright. Alright, we go here. Got this time. Should take just 2 seconds. Alright, we talked to him. We talked to Penelope. We talked to that guy. Alright, thank you, Penny. You've been a pleasure. Alright, we sucked up to him. Talked about the incident. Police. That. As easy as pie. No, we don't talk to him. Because he doesn't matter. He doesn't matter. He's just a pawn. 1635. Input code. 1635. Submit. Boom. Alright, we're in. We're in. Alright, boys, let's do this. Alright, nothing else is of actual importance here, so we just speedrun it back to the entrance. Get the elevator down. Now that we're here, we'll just pass through here. Talk to the woman. Tell her with maintenance. Grab key. And that's that. Back up we go. Into the room we go. No one's gonna stop me. No one's gonna stop me. Yeah. Russian. Cold air. Yeah, I understand that. I can read the subtext. Email, financial records, unlock office door. Step into the office. No, why are you giving me some random bullshit on YouTube? No. Why? Oh, am I? No, I'm not on YouTube. Why would you be that idea? Now. Like my odds better. I want some suggestions. Let's see what you get. Oh shit. Oh shit. Gentlemen, we might be at a massive advantage. Since she fucked up. Oh, she's so fucked up. Oh, she's so fucking dead. Alright, first things first. Isabel, what are your chances to just get her? 7 damage. 7 damage. And burst fire. Now as for JermaSUS. Aim accuracy. Haste. Alright, Crochet, I'm gonna need you to just kill the woman. Alright, Jerma, why can't you act? Alright, we'll figure that one later. No AP damage taken. And alright boys, there we go. Alright. And yeah, that was easy. Turns out adventure. It's more times than I expected. And yeah, that was about it. Still not the best solution. I cannot remember how I get the best solution. I think they just do better on the first request. Still, this is about as good as we can get. I'm not doing another restart. Yeah, it would take like 2 minutes. Like 2 actual minutes. And that'll be about it. We already read through that. Alright, boys. What you understand should be easy pickings for Dr. Shinyan to underhanded schemes. Never know. I mean, this won't stop him, because that dude actually knows business. Fuck Vampire Queen. Gain a total of 4 charm. Ah well. Some play the way the cookie crumbles. Nice short stream. There's a name of producers hides the shine. There you go. The information you wanted. It's when that cements from the start to finish his speech, and his voice grows ever more incredulous until you find. You know, his mouth is left hanging halfway open. He slowly places a cigar in nearby ashtray, shades it. You didn't kill the vampire. Ah, what a shot her in the face. But it was a bit of you, Ledra. Because I know she was a victim sometimes, whatnot. I was one as well. And I dive on, so you can be sure the end is well for me. Alright. I'll send a payment to the matron, drop you under. Yeah, it'll be of help. Yeah, what is it? What do you want? Oh, Shinyan, I just wanted to let you know that I've released Penelope won from her contract. If you're so interested in her, she's all yours, and I hope your business is doing well. Right now, I heard you'd had some problems with the cash flow. You need a loan, I'd be happy to help. You don't sound too mad, Nev. What's the bit you? You must have been pretty much a bit thin line up already. Ah, there's no need for it. Do you know why I keep winning other contests and you always playing catching up? It's because you think people like Miss One actually matter. They don't. Stars are crafted, molded out of talent, yes, but ultimately constructed. With enough time and effort, anyone can be made into a star, so it's just a question of in public perception. Maybe so, but I don't know. Your show's dead in the water without a star. What do you think of that? I think I'm going to do what I did to you. Just with you. Write a character out with a tragic death, bring out someone new. You have vibrant the misapprehension the viewers have loyalty. They don't have appetite. As long as you chase stars at once, you'll lose. Don't be afraid to think bitter, Doctor. Reach for the drama, not the dramatics. The little weasel, the son of my creative leader, the nerve, don't you? We're down here. And just like that, another mission complete. We claim payment, and that's the stream for today. I love that mission. Look at that. Post those. Museum shipping manifest. Hours recharge. What's in logistics. Jobs directory. I am not reading this. If you want to read that, read it on your own terms, not on mine. You know what happened to my father thing? Rough deal. If nothing else, I hope the people responsible get what's done to them, and that my new relationship with the program works. You get some payback. Alright, we have 4 missions more. We have 4 more missions before we end the game. Ooh. Alright, we save, and that's it for today, ladies and gents. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you guys didn't mind me gambling most of the time during the stream. Nah, see, most of the time, it was like 2 seconds. It was like 2 seconds. And even I forgot about it. Yes, I do believe I shall grab the fuck. Ah yes, the child's seed. Anyways, I'll thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you had a good time. Hope I can see you next time. And like always, until next time, have a good one. Bye.